Hello everyone, welcome back to DSP versus the Internet, episode 72. We're now about to head into the submission tier videos, meaning everyone who's a submissions tier member gets an equal chance to be watched. But before we do that, we actually have a couple super members who posted up questions for this episode. If you're a super member of the channel, I'll do a little bit of quick Q&A at the beginning of part 5 every week. So let's see what people have to talk about this week. So first of all, first question. Phil, when I was younger, I burned my hand after the metal handle of the sparkler got too hot and it fell on the ground at my house. Luckily, no fire started. My question is, did you ever get injured from a firework when you were younger? Thank you, Andre the DJ. Oh, it's from Andre the DJ. Cool. Well, I was very limited with the fireworks we used around my house. My parents, like I said, when we lived in Connecticut, we always had trees all over the place. So it was very dangerous to be setting off fireworks. You could land in a tree, and the next thing you know, the neighborhood goes out, right? So we were very limited. We did have sparklers. We had those little pop things that you throw them on the ground, they explode. And maybe every once in a while, we'd have a very, very limited, not ginormous firework that my dad would set off, okay? But very, very limited, not dangerous stuff. Now, in regards to those sparklers, have I ever had a situation with them where I got burned? Yes. When I was small, I was not very smart. And I remember, sparkler in the backyard, we have them outside. And then I went to touch and pick up one of the little cinders that comes off. It's a little ball of metal that comes off of it. And it was still burning hot. And I went to touch it because I was stupid. And I burned the entire tip of my finger. And it all swelled up, got a big blister. And it was all gross for like a week because I did that because I was a moron. I was a kid. I don't know what it is. After that, I learned my lesson. That's dangerous. You stay away from that, right? But, that was pretty much it. I don't think I ever actually got injured by any fireworks because I didn't really spend much or any time near them. My parents never got high-end fireworks to really set off because our neighborhood has so many trees, it would have been too dangerous. So, okay. Next question. Hey, DSP, what do you think of the new Curse You Bale meme from Shadow of the Erd Tree? Does Egon remind you of Captain from Moby Dick? Some speculate the reference was intentional. Thoughts? Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. It's supposed to be that Bale is a giant dragon that this Egon character tried to fight and defeat and couldn't, and it crippled him. And now he's just crippled with fear. So that's why you summon him for the boss fight, and he's screaming like Captain Ahab going after his white whale, Moby Dick. So Bale is his white whale. I do think that's exactly what they were going for with that plot line. Third question. What would you say that the 4th of July means to you? What did your family teach you about it growing up? Do you think people still value it? Is it being commercialized or taken for granted like Christmas? People still have patriotic feelings for America, but there's also a lot of social division, as well as politicians who want to take advantage of it to get our countries into war or other trouble. When I was a kid, it was always a day of family celebration. It wasn't about something ultra serious. Yes, we knew about Independence Day. In school, they would always teach us about it around that time of year every year. But it wasn't like, oh, it's the 4th of July. Now we have to really be patriotic today. No, it was like, we're going to cook out today. My dad has a few beers when he's cooking and grilling out. And, you might watch the fireworks. We would go see fireworks. We would go to different beaches near me would have different fireworks. So, like, we would either go to Stratford or Bridgeport fireworks, depending on how busy it was or what day of the week they were being held and when my parents would have free time to take us. But, yeah, outside of that, was it anything super crazy? No, not really. I grew up Roman Catholic. So for me, Christmas was the bigger holiday. Like at Christmas, we had religious stuff all over the house. We had a nativity set up. We had this Christmas tree with religious medals you would hang each day of the month and stuff like that. The build up to Christmas was tremendous. That was like the big holiday of the year. 4th of July was just a day to kind of cook out and have some fun and do some outdoor stuff and maybe go see some fireworks. That was it. Okay, folks, let's now jump into more videos, shall we? Thank you, super members, for your questions this week. I actually am interested in this one. Danny Trejo got into a fight on the 4th of July. I'm not aware. Let's see what's going on with this video. Here we go.
Now let's take you back to yesterday. Water balloons were thrown at the classic lowrider Trejo was riding in, and then things escalated. Trejo, of course, is known for his restaurants, Trejo's Tacos, his acting, and his work in the community.
My dad took me away.
At the Pacoima home of actor Danny Trejo.
Yeah, that's me with President Obama. It was so cool.
The wall of fame is impressive. It's video of a 4th of July brawl that has the Machete star talking now. The Sunland Tahunga Rotary Club had invited Trejo to ride in its parade. He was there with 3 classic lowriders.
The senators in front of us, and they passed, and then we came, and then bam, all of a sudden our car got hit by a water balloon.
In the video, you see Trejo exit the car. Why?
When somebody yelled it was acid, I thought they messed up Tony's car.
Acid like a chlorine smell.
And somebody yelled, "It's acid!" And I panicked. I got out of the car to look, and then a balloon hit me, and then I saw the guy throwing it.
Video shows Trejo approach a man in the crowd. You can see him swing. Things escalate. The man swings as Trejo stumbles and falls.
I hate bullies, and that's what bullies do. You know, they're really cowards. I did this in the 50s and the 60s, and, you know, I'm still doing it. I'm 80 years old.
Mario Castillo was in the lowrider with and behind Trejo's. He feels they were racially targeted. He takes a serious punch and falls.
We weren't there to start no trouble. It was kind of like we're just confronting the people that were throwing balloons. It was a grown man. Skinhead, tattoos.
Castillo's arms are all bruised up, he says, from being held down.
Would you have stayed in the car if you could do it differently and kept going?
Well, I'm kind of like Danny. I'm gonna be with my best friend no matter what.
What's your overall message?
That, you know what, it's sad that people can wake up in the morning and decide to go down and ruin something for everybody else.
I asked Trejo, would he have done anything differently?
I am a protector. I will protect all my friends, you know, always. And that's what I was doing.
What is wrong with these people, right? Why are you pelting Danny Trejo with water balloons? The guy's like 80 years old, right? I mean, he's trying to stick up for himself, and I get it, but he is 80, and he has to understand that he's not like a badass anymore. Like, he can't really fight. He's 80 years old. I don't know what he thought he was going to do against anyone standing in the crowd there, you know? What the fuck is wrong with people, you know, throwing water balloons at people who are 80? And yeah, you got to understand that sadly you got to be afraid of this shit. Like, what if someone asshole had put something dangerous, a chemical, into the balloon because they're just nuts? So he kind of had to react. It's not one thing where he just like ignores. Yeah, how do you ignore it? What could be in that balloon? You don't even know, right? But at the same time, I don't think he was going to be able to fight, right? If anything, I guess call the police. You know, but fighting, probably a dumb idea. I mean, gee, an 80-year-old guy is going to fight you. I don't think so, right? A pretty bad choice there. All right. Anyway, that's unfortunate. Didn't know about that. And that's his local town, right? He has a bunch of restaurants and stuff in his local town. Okay. Let's see what's next.
This is something we see at every fireworks store around the 4th of July, but nobody ever buys it because what on earth is this fuse here at the top, and how are you supposed to light this thing off? But today we're going to be finding that out. You can see the warning label just says explosive, and that's what it says on all firecrackers. Cade, let's see those muscles.
Oh, yeah. Pretty heavy. This probably weighs 60.
50 or 60 pounds, you think?
Probably.
Seriously?
Well,
Holy shit.
That is a 50-pound firecracker. Okay, now this big behemoth of a firecracker here, I don't think you're supposed to light it at the top. I've kind of always thought that when I go to fireworks stores and I see these things. So I think we remove the top label. You can definitely tell there's a huge roll of firecrackers in here. Yeah, look at that. So these are all individual rolls of firecrackers. Do I want to take it apart and spread it out? I don't think so. I think we want to light it where it stands. So I'm wondering if the fuse is down here maybe, and it doesn't look like it is. So how on earth do you find the fuse for this thing? It's got to be at the top, right? So we took everything off the top, and it looks like this. You can see all the individual rolls making 16,000 firecrackers in total. I don't really want to remove the label, but I have a feeling that's what we're going to have to do to find this fuse. You are not supposed to light it up here, so that's what's confusing. Unless you are. I think it just goes all the way to the bottom to make it look like a fuse. Let's get the box cutter out and find out. All right, we're gonna cut it here down the side.
Is it literally just 16,000 tiny firecrackers? Maybe that's all it is, right?
Hopefully I didn't ruin the firecrackers, but as you can see, this is what comes inside the 16,000 roll. It's a bunch of little rolls. So these are all individual rolls of firecrackers. This is really weird. How are you supposed to light this thing? Well, I found a fuse right here. Well, we don't want to unravel this entire thing and light them one at a time, because
What
as you
the
can see,
fuck?
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls inside of this. So we're gonna figure out a way to get them all to go off without doing that. And of course, this firework here is a daytime firework, and as you can see, we're running out of daylight, so we will be shooting this off right now. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and start things off with the Special Firecrackers 16,000 roll. Here we go. Oh my God!
Notice how none of the other fireworks were near that as it went off, right? Okay. At least they kind of knew what they were doing. That's terrible. All it looks like a crazy machine gun going off, but that's not good. That's shitty. It probably makes a lot of noise, but that's not good firework. That's lame. Whoa, leftovers.
It's still going!
Yeah, be careful.
Oh my God.
You think it's done,
I
it's
wonder
not.
what the decibels were on that thing. Look, we made a cloud. Well, that was surprisingly very cool. Look at this. All these firecrackers here just went off. I'm going to give that one there an 11 out of 10.
What? Why? I didn't like it. I didn't thought it was lame. I want to see color. I want to see something special. I don't just want to see a bunch of generic little things pop. I mean, it looks like a machine gun. It's not a big deal, right? All right. What's this?
Evil kings doing evil things. Hey, he wasn't a king. Yeah, you're right. While some of the guys on this list weren't kings by title, they held very high positions of power nonetheless. So, to you I say... Moving on. Emperor Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, or just Nero to his friends and enemies,
Jesus Christ.
was the very last Roman emperor of the less than impressive Julio-Claudian dynasty, which lasted from 27 BC to 68 AD. Like any complete psycho, Nero had a pretty complicated childhood. When Nero was just a wee Nerite at the age of 3, his daddy went and abandoned the family by dying. Mom got exiled to a tiny island for maybe attempting to kill Emperor Caligula. Caligula got killed anyway. Mom is unexiled and marries the new emperor, Claudius, which happens to be her uncle, by the way. The public is all, ugh. And now little Nero has a great uncle emperor dad who has proclaimed him to be the new heir to the throne. I love you, Uncle Daddy. That's a lot to deal with as a child, but the
Uncle
sweet
Daddy
birthday presents help you quickly forget. So why did this happen? Because Nero's mom, Agrippina, was a political savage. Her only interest was power, so much so that, to prevent a revenge plot, she had the recently stabbed Emperor Caligula's widow accused of black magic, banished, and even convinced her to fully deplete her own health bar. Now, she wants her baby boy Nero to be emperor, and in 54 AD, that's what happened. Emperor Claudius died under mysterious circumstances. Mysterious in the sense of having a potentially poisonous mushroom just absolutely slam down his gullet by Agrippina herself. Maybe. But since the board game Clue had yet to be invented, forensic puzzle solving was pretty minimal. Oh my God! Put that knife down! Someone's just been murdered! Coincidentally, Nero's stepbrother, Britannicus, who had claim to the throne, also decided to expire around the same time under mysterious circumstances.
Oh my
So
God.
now, at just 16 years old, Nero is emperor.
Yes! Yes!
So how did he do being emperor? He actually started off pretty well. He banned capital punishment, expanded the arts, gave disaster relief aid to neighboring cities, reduced taxes, and even gave some rights to slaves. Seems like a pretty nice guy, actually. Uh-oh, this is getting clickbaity. We're already 2 minutes in. Where's all the evil stuff? Well, for one, he married his stepsister as a power move, which is gross, but not evil. Since the relationship was void of any real love, Nero started poking around in other women's hoo-has, one of which was Poppaea Sabina, a local town babe who was already married. Well, Nero pops Poppaea and puts a baby in her belly. This little stunt ticked off his mom, who was trying to maximize power through having a mentally stable emperor son. Since Nero didn't think that his mom's attitude was very cash money of her, he had her assassinated, but made it look like an accident. This is regarded as the turning point in Nero's reign and when all the ancient shit started to hit the ancient fan. he began going a bit kill happy. Next, he divorced his stepsister, had her exiled, killed, and took her head as a trophy, apparently under Papea's influence. But not to worry, Nero did a 360, turned around, and forward smashed Papea and their unborn child off stage. That's one problem taken care of. Nero went unhinged. He had several close friends and political rivals murdered, had a former slave castrated, then married him, and even had a senator murdered just because his expressions were too boring. Oh, would you look at...
What? He had a senator murdered because his expressions were too boring. Wow.
I'm dying now. Okay. But Nero's crowning moment in history comes in the year 64, where he allegedly started a small fire in a suspiciously flammable merchant shop. According to some sources, Nero wanted to make way for a newer, more elegant, and ornate palace. And you know what they say, in order to make an omelet, you have to burn down your city. About 71% of Rome was destroyed in the Great Fire in 64 AD. There's rumors that Nero shredded on the fiddle or lute during all this, but there's no actual proof of that claim. But like, could you imagine?
Oh my god.
Eventually, Nero's frequent and dangerously wacky antics forced the Senate to declare him a public enemy. But Nero said that he wouldn't be taken alive. And he wasn't. He went from 0 to 0 by slamming a knife into his own neck, thus ending his 13-year reign. Talk about a near-death experience.
So it took him burning down 71% of Rome for other people to step up and be like, I think this guy's crazy. We need to get him out of power. It was all the other murders and everything was fine. It was burning down 71% of Rome. That was the thing. I like this video. However, this is a clip show. So I'm not going to watch anymore, but I actually like the video. I would like to watch more of stuff like that. That was actually fascinating to me. But now let's scroll back up and let's watch something else. Let's maybe watch it from the middle. Here, how about 20 terrifying moments of wild animals roaming the street. Let's check this out. Okay.
In a world where danger lurks around every corner, where the line between civilization and wilderness is blurred, there's a terrifying spectacle that not everyone has had the opportunity to witness.
God damn.
These creatures are not only wild, but also deadly, making them a nightmare that nobody had ever thought they would encounter. They are known to attack when they feel threatened or when they perceive a human as a potential source of food.
Because let's be honest, why are they doing that? Because the humans keep encroaching upon their homes. Do you think the bear just comes out of the woods and eats people and goes back in the fucking woods? No. The bear goes out of the woods to eat stuff because you destroyed its fucking ecosystem. And it doesn't have enough food to eat. So it has to leave to go seek food, right? That fucking elephant probably lives there, and your fucking road's going right through his fucking jungle. It's like, well, fuck you. Right?
Brace yourself.
No, animals, the elephants, everyone knows elements are vicious mass murderers. They just go through towns ripping people's limbs right off left and right, right?
An epic ride as you witness the clash of civilization and nature in 20 terrifying moments of wild animals roaming the streets.
Say goodbye.
Let's get started.
He popped the tire. Look at that. Him a nice flat.
This scene...
That rhino knew what he was doing. That rhino's done that before. That was like efficient and scientific. Just zoop, and he's out of there. He's like, fuck you.
...is rare and terrifying. A ferocious wild predator wandering through the dusty streets of a small village. But for the residents of this community, it's become a regular occurrence. These top predators have been known to make themselves at home in the area, sometimes straying too close to human habitation. While it may seem dangerous, the villagers have learned to coexist with these animals, respecting their space and taking precautions to stay safe. One of the biggest concerns is the lion's tendency to steal cattle from the local herds. For the villagers, losing a cow or a goat can be a devastating blow, but they understand that these animals are simply following their instincts. As a result, they've had to learn to live with this risk and take measures to protect their livestock as best they can.
But again, it's so weird. Why would the lions be doing this? Lions, right? Why would they be doing this? There's got to be a reason. If there was enough food out in their natural living space, they wouldn't be coming into the city to find the food. So what happened? What changed that destroyed the food chain? So now they have to start encroaching on human stuff. And any of the humans who live nearby actually looking into this, right? Sheesh.
This clip shows a terrifying moment of the wild. As many people passed by on the road, a majestic lioness slowly emerged from the nearby jungle and confidently made its way across the road. It can be very dangerous and deadly for both lions and humans when these muscular beasts roam the streets and come in close contact with people. Lions are powerful predators, and they can pose a serious threat to humans if they feel threatened or cornered.
I mean, my question here is, if everyone's riding down the road on their motorbikes and you see a lion, why did you stop? Right? Just keep going and it won't see you as prey. The moment you get off the bike and start walking away, didn't you just make yourself a potential prey target? I don't think the lion's going to try to get you off your bike, but if you're walking down the street, it might. So didn't they just make the situation 10 times worse by getting off in a group? Literally, they created a simulated herd to hunt. I mean, that's my take anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to be like, why would you do that? Right?
Furthermore, these big cats can become aggressive if they feel that their territory is being invaded, or if they perceive humans or their livestock as potential prey.
Oh, here comes more. Now that's bad.
Oh my god. It's amazing.
More than one, you've got a
These
problem.
big
Now you got a
cats have
party,
become
a
part of
hunting
the
party.
fabric of city life.
Why are you have your door open?
Alongside humans. Leopards are typically shy and nocturnal creatures that tend to avoid human interaction.
Why are you opening your fucking door, you idiot? They're just asking for it.
Leopards are fascinating creatures that are known for their impressive hunting skills and adaptability. Their preferred prey includes a wide range of animals, such as antelopes, monkeys, buffalo calves, and smaller mammals such as rabbits and rodents. However, not all hunts result in success.
Damn, these things fight back. That's actually pretty impressive. They fight back. They clobbered the guy. Damn, they clobbered that leopard.
Surprising video. A leopard was seen playfully approaching a man on the street. Despite their reputation as fierce predators, this encounter shows that leopards don't always pose a threat to humans. While it's important to be cautious around wild animals, this heartwarming video reminds us that leopards can also display friendly behavior towards humans.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, this leopard is not hungry. This leopard probably is happy, has a nice habitat, has tons of food to eat. So then it's going to venture out and have a little walk and be friendly with everything around it. But if it was starving because people are encroaching on its lands, then it's going to come and kill you, right?
In stark contrast to the heartwarming encounter
Here you
between
go.
a leopard and a man on the street,
Damn!
another video has surfaced showing the dangerous potential of these wild animals. In this
Oh,
video,
now that was
a
just
leopard
dumb.
can be seen attacking people riding motorbikes on the street.
This guy's crazy. Why'd you throw something at it?
While such attacks are rare, this video serves as a reminder that leopards are still wild animals that should be approached with caution and respect.
Yeah, get the fuck
It's
out of there,
important
dude.
to remember that these creatures are not pets and should not be treated as such.
Oh my god. Got him. Got his foot.
This video shows the terrifying moment when a wild tiger walks up to a car full of tourists. The big
Yeah, this is a problem. It's an open top car in tiger country. What are you, fucking stupid?
cat looks angry and ready to attack. It had big eyes and was tense and ready to jump. Tigers are considered to be one of the most dangerous animals on Earth and can kill humans. Therefore, seeing them wandering the streets is a very frightening sight. In this clip, we can see a Siberian tiger roaming the streets. This big cat is incredibly dangerous, weighing up to 700 pounds and measuring up to 9 feet long, which make it a formidable predator.
Yeah,
In
I'd
the
say.
event that you come across a tiger, it's important to remain calm. Avoid making eye contact and refrain from opening the car window.
Like this idiot who just opened his car window.
Нет, он ходит по дороге и никого не все боятся. Да.
He did it again.
A group of tourists had a scary encounter while visiting Corbett National Park when they witnessed a tiger confront an elephant.
Oh,
The
no.
video starts by showing both animals staring at each other intensely, while the tourists continue to record the event. Despite the tiger's advances, the elephant stood its ground and managed to scare off the predator, causing it to retreat back into the bushes. The tourists had an unforgettable experience, but they were relieved that the elephant emerged victorious in the end.
Well, I mean, one single tiger is not going to take down the elephant unless it's lucky. You need more, pack of tigers there, right? Take it down. All right, that was a good video. I actually enjoyed it. We're going to end it here because this is time to split the part, and we're going to go on to other videos, all right? But thank you all so very much. Great show so far. We've got one part left, and we're going to get through more submissions to your videos. So thank you so much, everyone. I will see you in the final part of DSP versus the Internet for this week. See you then.